What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And after a long break, I am back, guys. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how to optimize your PC, whether it be a low-end PC, high-end PC, whatever it might be. This will optimize it to its max potential. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So you don't need to create a restore point because I'm not giving any big changes that much, and it's not going to affect your PC in any way. Only give better performance. But in case you just want to do it, I just want to type in create a restore point, right? And then go into create. It'll ask for a name. Just give it a name and wait for a few seconds. It will create one. That's all. Now, first step of the video, you want to type in performance, and this should pop up. Adjust the appearance and performance of Windows, and below it should say control panel. Just go into that, and then it will usually be in adjust for best appearance or let Windows choose what's best for my computer. But what you want to do is go into adjust for best performance and just check smooth scroll list boxes, smooth edges of screen fonts, and show thumbnails instead of icons, and click apply and OK. Now this might make Windows look kind of bad. There will be very less animations, but your performance will be much better. Once you did that, now go into settings. Now it should pop up right here. Just go into settings here, and once you've done that, go into personalization, and for background select solid color. It's usually going to be in picture, and you'll usually keep it as a picture you like, but select it as solid color and keep any Windows default colors. Do not select custom color because that's bad. Actually, it's worse than a picture. Just select a Windows default color, and once you did that, go into colors, and for choose your color, put dark, not light or not custom, just put dark, because this will essentially drain less battery life and thus giving better performance. And be sure to switch off transparency effects. That's very important here, guys. Many people have had problems because of this transparency effects, so switch it off. And then next, go into lock screen, and once you're here, switch off this again, get fun facts, tips, etc. Just switch that off, and usually there'll be apps here in the plus signs. So if there are any apps, click on that particular app and just select none. That's all. Any apps here or here, just click on it, select none, and once you've done that, go into start and switch off everything here except show app list and start menu. If you don't prefer to see the app list and just the start menu, you can keep that, switch that off too, but I prefer it, so I'm going to keep that on. Once you've done that, go into home and go into privacy. Once you're here, you'll first go into general in Windows permission. Just switch all of this off. Same for speech, switch all of this off. Inking, typing, diagnostic feedback. Now for this, some people have a bug where you should actually keep this in required diagnostic data, but some systems have a bug where even if you change it to required diagnostic data, it won't actually change. Now it's changed here, right? And I go to this and come back, it'll be back in optional diagnostic data. So if you can change it, be sure to put in required diagnostic data and switch everything else off. Activity history, uncheck all of this and be sure to put clear. Location, click off and be sure to clear the location. And camera, what you want to do is you should not switch this off ever, but you can come down here and you can disable the apps you think you will not use, which will use a camera. For example, Xbox and Xbox Game Bar, I'm never going to be recording my video using that, so I'm going to switch those off, and I've done the rest for what I think too. Microphone, same, do not switch it off, just switch off the apps you think will not use it. Voice activation, switch this off. Be sure to switch this off because it's just extra resources being wasted. Go into notifications and switch off this one too. This is most of the notifications, the spam notification, guys, they're not that helpful, so just switch it off. And I think we're done here. Yeah, no way. Go into background apps and be sure to switch those off. This is just extra system resources. Usually this will create ping, this will create input delay and FPS drops. This is not helpful in any way. Just click off, switch off. Sorry, just switch off. And now go into home, and in the search bar just click, sorry, search startup apps. Yeah, right there. Now go into this and switch off everything unless you want something to greet you on startup. Like, but don't keep any apps, in my opinion. Now I keep MemReduct, that's because that's good. And if you see anything Realtek, Intel, AMD, anything like that, do not switch those off because that will create major problems for your PC. It might even not start up properly. Vanguard train notification, I need that for Valorant, so I've kept that. So just switch off everything you don't need here. Then go back to home. And now what you want to do is go into gaming. Once you're here, switch off Xbox Game Bar. Now, this is not helpful. It just helps you record videos on low-end PCs. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to be coming out with a video about that, how to record lag-free gameplay on low-end PCs. So just switch this off and wait for my video. Probably be coming out this week. And then go into captures, switch this off to game mode. Now this is a very controversial topic, guys. Most people say game mode is good, but some people say game mode is not good. And facts, like some people have done some research sort of stuff, and comparing facts, game mode is not good. It just overheats your PC, and it's just not overall good. But you can compare yourself. You can keep game mode on, play the game, see how it is, and I can keep game mode off, play the game, see how it is. In my opinion, it doesn't really give much of a difference. So once you've done all that, just close settings and come back to your desktop and just press Windows button plus R and type in reg edit. Alright, it'll ask you for permission, just click yes, and I'll be giving you guys a path file, okay, a file path, and what you want to do is just paste that. I'll be posting it in the description. Just paste it and press enter. Be sure to not cut out computer and the slash next to it, and just press enter. Now once you're here, set system responsiveness, double click on system responsiveness and set it to 0 and click OK. Now what this does is, by default it'll be at 2 or 3, or might be something else too. I'm not entirely sure. It differs. So what this does is, if you've not kept it at 0, it'll allocate some CPU resources for Windows, and when you put it at 0, it just clears out all those allocations and will give you maximum performance and CPU performance. So just click it on, put it on 0, and double click on network throttling index and put 8 Fs in this. F, 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 F. Now let me just count back and make sure it's 8 Fs. Okay, I'm just going to do it again, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure it's 8 Fs, not less, not more. And then click on OK and close rAiGe. So once you've done that, type in Windows search services and run it as admin. Be sure to do it as admin. Let's just wait for it to open here. Yeah, and once you've done that, scroll down to C and find connected user experiences and telemetry. Right click on that, properties. By default it will be on automatic, but what you want to do is put it disabled, and if it's running just click on stop and push apply. Okay, and then you want to select just some random service and press P on your keyboard. P. Once you've done that, come down to print spooler. Yeah, if you do not use printers, I recommend disabling this to the same. Go to disabled, uh, click on stop and apply. This actually has created many problems in games. Like it has created Bluetooth mouse problems and Bluetooth headphone problems when you're playing games. So if you don't use a printer, just disable this, and then click on a service again. Press S. So find sysmain. Yeah, sysmain. Oh, and disable this too. Same. But I actually prefer to keep it automatic. If you use an SSD, keep it at automatic. Don't touch this. But if you use an HDD, which I doubt you do, keep it on automatic. Sorry, keep it on automatic if you use an HDD. And if you use an SSD, keep it disabled. I use an HDD, however, so I'm going to keep it at automatic. Okay, so once you've done all that, guys, now I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for my FPS Boost Pack. Now I'm going to be giving a credit for some of the files in this pack to Litranger. He's a YouTuber. You can also check him out, and some I made. So once you download it from the link, just go into FPS Boost Pack, the file, go to Registry Optimizations, and run both of these files one by one. It'll ask for permission multiple times. Be sure to click yes all the time, and I'll explain what they do. So power takes, what it basically does is it removes any throttling for your battery. So it allows your laptop or PC to take as much as battery as it needs and maximizing performance. Memory tweaks, it is not for your HDD or hard disk, it's for your RAM. It maximizes your RAM's performance basically. That's all. And then once you've done that, go into GPU tweaks, and over here, whichever graphics card you use, AMD or Nvidia, be sure to run that one. And if you yeah, be sure to run that one, and there are revert files here too, just in case you run into any problems. Now I run Nvidia, so I'm going to be running that. If you don't know what GPU you use, just right click on your taskbar and go to task manager, and over here I'll go into performance, and then come down and find GPU 0 or GPU 1. You will have one of these, either GPU 0, you'll have both of these, or only GPU 1. If you have GPU 1 means just see whatever that is. I have AMD GPU 1 and GPU 0. If you have both of these, GPU 0 is your main graphics card. As mine is Nvidia, I ran Nvidia. So that's that, guys. Once you've done that, right click on MSI mode utility v2 and run that as admin. If it asks you for permission, click yes, and let's wait for it to load in, guys. Yeah. So once this has come, you have to find Realtek. The default network adapter for most laptops is Realtek. Just find Realtek in the names. See Realtek here, both of these, and put interrupt priority for both of those as high. It'll usually be at undefined. Just keep it at high, and find your graphics card, whichever one you saw in the task manager. I have NVIDIA GeForce 1650 here and Vega 8, but as my main is GTX 1650, I'm going to put that as high. So just keep your main GPU at high and push apply here and close this, guys. Once you've done that, come into PC cleanup and run all three of these as administrator. So just right click and run as admin. So I'll explain what each file does. Import hone. What this does is it imports a power plan called the hone power plan. By default, the power plan in your laptops are balanced. What that does is it degrades your performance but gives you better battery life. So you don't need to plug in your PC often. But this hone power plan, it gives you the best performance but lower battery life. So I recommend keeping your laptop plugged in at all times unless you're going out or something. This is a very good feature. Actually, it has helped many people and increased performance by a lot. For example, I'll just show you something. Before, when it was a balanced power plan, my laptop, my CPU used to run at 1.5 gigahertz speed. Even while gaming, it would go maximum like 2 gigahertz speed. But once I did this, it runs at, like, ideal itself, it runs at 2.7 gigahertz default, and gaming 3.5 gigahertz. So it's very good, guys. And increased system responsiveness and lower input delay, I think the name says it all. So just run all of these, guys. And once you've done all of this, just do a quick restart and come back. I'm assuring you the performance will be much better than how we started out. And be sure to like the video, subscribe, guys, and check out my Discord server. I'll be linking that too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.